Be honest. Did you say that about me?
Stop.
I need to clear it up. Right now.
That urge? That's them pulling the string.
If I don't explain, I look guilty.
No, you look unavailable, and that scares people who live off reactions. What happens if X says nothing right now? Wyatt is explaining, truthfully. Drop your status instantly? The exact minimum response that resets the room without sounding arrogant.
Interesting. That sounded hostile.
It sounded expensive, like you don't give your piece away for free.
They're going to think I'm dodging.
Let them. Dodging is what guilty people do. You're not dodging. You're refusing the courtroom. The moment you explain, you accept their authority to judge you.
So what do I do instead?
Silence, then a line that rejects their frame without begging for yours.
Say what you're actually accusing me of. Clearly.
Why did you miss that detail?
You're always so defensive.
You never think about me.
Every time, my body launches the same program. Explain. Prove. Fix their perception.
Because your nervous system thinks misunderstanding equals danger.
It feels like danger.
And people can smell that. They call it nervous, guilty, weak. But it's really just reactive.
Here's the uncomfortable rule. The more you justify yourself, the more you look like you did something wrong. Not because you're wrong, but because you're submitting. When someone challenges you, your brain doesn't hear question. It hears trial. So you start producing evidence, context, proof, receipts. Tone policing yourself mid-sentence.
Ah, yes, the documentary of your innocence. Season finale. You still lose the frame.
Because the second you start performing innocence, you become the defendant. And defendants don't look powerful, even when they're right. And here's the darker part. Most accusations aren't about truth. They're about leverage. They throw a line to see if you jump. And when you jump, you teach them the exact frequency to control you on.
Congratulations, you just handed them the remote with fresh batteries.
So what replaces defense? 2 moves, silence and minimum response. Not coldness, not arrogance. Control. Silence isn't nothing. Silence is a vacuum. And in conflict, the person who fills the vacuum first usually loses status.
Your mouth is the emergency exit of your power. Stop sprinting through it.
Quick rule you can use today. If you feel your voice speeding up, you're not communicating. You're negotiating your worth. There's a problem with this.
Of course there is. Your spine is new.
No. Seriously. Sometimes you actually have to explain work, deadlines, contracts, real consequences.
Good. Finally, a brain cell.
So where's the line? When is explanation strength and when is it submission?
Easy. If explanation is required by reality, paperwork, logistics, safety, you explain. If explanation is required by their mood, you're being trained.
That's clean.
Because it's true. A manipulator doesn't ask for clarity. They ask for performance. They want you to dance until you look guilty.
So how do I stop myself from slipping?
You need a ladder. 3 rungs. You climb only as high as necessary.
Okay. What's rung 1?
Rung 1. Silence. 3 seconds. Let them feel their own pressure.
And if I have to speak?
Rung 2. A fact. 1 sentence. No story. No background music. No autobiography.
And rung 3?
A boundary. Not an argument. A boundary. I'm not doing this like a trial. I'm not discussing my character. We can talk when it's respectful.
What about the word but? I keep saying but, and then I spiral.
But it's gasoline. It turns every sentence into defense. Replace it with a period. Or and.
That's so small.
That's why it works. Status is microscopic. A shaky but can destroy the whole frame.
And when my body's already panicking?
2 breaths. In through the nose. Out slow. Twice. Not for relaxation. For control.
So I don't speak until I've proven to myself I'm steering.
Exactly. If you can't control your breath, you can't control the frame.
So the goal isn't to never explain.
The goal is to never explain as a plea.
Silence. Fact. Boundary.
Congratulations. You just became harder to move. The agree that disarms without submitting. 3 minimum scripts for work, love, and social conflict without sounding robotic.
Why did you miss that detail?
I want to explain the chain of events. The email, the deadline, the other team.
Stop. That's a confession disguised as context.
But it's true.
Truth doesn't save you when you sound shaky. Frame does.
You're right. It was missed. I'll fix it by 4 p.m. Notice what I didn't do. I didn't defend my intelligence. I didn't argue tone. I didn't say but. I gave a timeline.
How did this happen?
I'm handling it. It won't repeat. If you want a post-mortem, I'll send it after it's fixed.
Calm. Short. Future focused. You just removed their favorite toy. Your panic.
You never think about me.
I want to list everything I've done. I want to prove I care.
Receipts don't soothe feelings. They escalate them.
So I just accept it?
You accept the emotion. You refuse the label.
I hear you. You feel alone. I'm here now. Tell me what you need tonight.
So you admit you're selfish.
Identity trap. If you defend your identity, you lose.
I'm not accepting that label, but I am taking this seriously. You didn't attack them. You didn't beg. You separated their pain from your character.
Translation. I'll hold you. I won't wear your accusation as a collar.
So you won't deny it?
If I don't deny it, everyone assumes I did.
Only people addicted to drama think silence equals guilt.
And what about everyone else?
They're watching composure. That's what status is. Composure under pressure.
If you're accusing me, say it clearly. If you want a conversation, don't start it like a trial.
Wow. So you're just going to act superior.
Don't clarify your soul. Set the boundary.
I'm not doing this in public. If it matters, we talk one-on-one. If it doesn't, we're done.
Now they have to choose. Real conversation or theater.
Here's what makes this uncomfortable. If an accusation destroys you, it's because it touches something you're still uncertain about inside. That's why you rush to explain. You're trying to erase shame in real time.
Explaining isn't logic. It's shame management. Out loud.
And when you manage shame out loud, you broadcast vulnerability. But listen, this isn't permission to become cruel. It's permission to stop living like everyone is your judge.
Don't use this to dodge accountability. Don't use this to punish intimacy. Use it when someone is baiting, shaming, or testing your frame.
You can be warm and still be unhookable. The weapon isn't meanness. It's certainty.
The 7-day, no defense ritual, and what it reveals about who's been controlling you.
For 7 days, no defending your identity. Only facts, boundaries, next steps. If you're late, I'm late. If you messed up, I'll fix it by 4. If they label you, I'm not taking that label. If they push, we can talk privately.
Watch who escalates when you stop feeding them. That's your answer.
The moment you stop explaining, people lose the handle they used to move you. If this hit you, subscribe. Not because I'm asking. Because on this channel, we don't talk about the surface. We break down what's underneath it. How the mind actually works when nobody's watching. And if you want a mind so sharp, so stable, that nobody can touch it, watch the video on your screen.